Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Romeo, and it's Wednesday. We made it halfway through the week. We talked about child support. We also talked about keeping tabs on your spouse, then about hooking up. You know, hooking up easy today. Easy for men, easy for women, right? Let's get going.
Lady texted about cosmetic surgery. I guess she can't afford to get it. So she's a little insecure about the fact that most men, including her husband, all like cosmetic surgery, and that it's kind of making women feel insecure. Well, maybe. I mean, yeah, I could see that. RD42547. Good morning, Hot. What's going on? Hey, Rome, my wife got a boob job because she wanted to, because after having our kids, they were a bit saggy. But it's a win-win because now I enjoy them the most. That's funny. Yeah, so I don't know. I think when it comes to cosmetic surgery, I think the people that hate the most are the ones that can't afford it. You know, kind of like the woman was saying, not everybody can afford it, and it kind of, upsets her. Hey, Rome, the husband is expressing what he wants. Why is that bad? If they get divorced, she should be losing weight and getting her lips done tomorrow. A woman can say her husband needs to lose weight a woman can say her husband needs to lose weight or needs to make more money, and that's fine. But as soon as a man says something about the appearance he prefers, he's a dirtbag. That is 100% true. And that's why you guys, within reason, don't say it in a mean, aggressive way. But if you want your wife or, your girlfriend a certain way, then you should be able to say that, right? Especially if they were that way to begin with. But hey, women can do it all day long. But that's only because you guys accept it. He's trying to stay in a relationship. He's trying not to cheat. These ladies need to put their feelings to the side and give the man that provides for them what they want. No questions asked. Well, I understand what you're saying. I wouldn't necessarily say it in those words, but yeah, why wouldn't you want to? A woman has no problem telling her husband to cut his hair a certain way, wear these clothes, look like this for me. Why don't you look better for me? But the minute you tell a woman that, or your wife that, you're absolutely right. You're being a jackass. You're a dirtbag. You're absolutely right. But here's what I'm going to say to that is this. You guys don't need to accept it, okay? You guys believe for some reason that you have to accept however a woman treats you, and you don't. Because there is a woman out there who won't treat you that way and will have everything that you want. It works both ways. So there's no reason for you to stay in a relationship where you're not getting what you want to the extent that she just says, no, I'm not going to do it, and you're wrong for asking me to. Okay? All right. But you should have a reasonable conversation about it. You shouldn't just start throwing out ultimatums. You should have a reasonable conversation, and if it's not going to work, it's not going to work. What did you send me? Hey, Rome, imperfections make a woman hot. Well, okay. Everybody likes what they want. So I get it. Sure. That's what you like. Hey, good morning, Rome. Yeah, Raider Rob here. The guys that like that need to remember that they have to maintain all that, because I know ladies who had cosmetic surgery at once. It looked good, but now it's not. It first looked saggy, but maybe it's who does it. Yeah, I don't know what the uptake or what the upkeep is on plastic surgery. So, look, man, some people like it. Some women want it. Some women don't. Some women think that they're better because they're all natural, and even though they don't look as good as some women who have gotten plastic surgery, plastic and cosmetic surgery is not bad. Okay, people who do it, a lot of women who do it look amazing. Okay, and just because you can't get it doesn't mean that it's wrong. Maybe you shouldn't be a hater because you can't afford something, if that's the case, okay? don't be a hater because of that. Because I'll tell you right now, you can take a woman who's got cosmetic surgery and put him next to a woman who looks great naturally, and they can both look great. Okay, so one's not better than the other. You guys have formed your opinions on it, and for your own whatever reason, maybe because you can't afford it, or maybe because I don't know. I'm not really sure what your justification is for it, but for the woman that started this whole thing about, feeling insecure because she can't get it and her husband likes it is an issue, is an issue in her marriage that they need to work out. So, yeah. Alrighty, 42547-7. Nah, Rome, what'd you send me here? Good morning, Rome, bruh. If her husband making her feel bad, divorce him, get the cash, go to TJ, get them surgery she needs, and get another one. Case closed, next topic. All right. Good morning, Don. What's going on?
Good morning. It's the wifey.
Oh, what's going on?
I'm going to just say it like this. Like, he knew what he was getting into, like my husband, beforehand. I already had my mommy pooch from having a kid. I had a second kid with him, and he already knew what he was getting into. Don't get me wrong. He still looks at other women who have plastic surgery, and I'm like, dang, they look great. The turnover time when you have plastic surgery, I can't do that. I could barely handle getting my appendix removed.
Oh my God. Okay, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you a serious question, okay?
Okay.
If he knew what he was getting himself into, like you said, okay? What if it's the other way? What if he married some hot, toned, piece of what, and she changed into something different? Can he say the same thing? Can we have the same argument? Well, hey, I married you like this and you got like that.
I would say, yeah. I mean, postpartum's real.
Oh, okay. Well,
and that happens. Postpartum
oh my God,
is very real, and that happens sometimes to some women. It happened to me, but I mean, he already knew I was let's just say a FB, because he already knew it. Like I said, he already knew what he was getting himself into when I was doing.
I get
my
that.
big bites on my.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue. I won't argue with that. If he knew, if he got with you one way, he already knew it. But it's got to go the other way too, then, right? If he got with you as a 10,
I already knew what I was getting myself into with him. He's like, I'm gonna get in shape. I'm like, okay, when? Okay, so let's see.
Oh my gosh!
We both like to eat.
Okay, okay. All right, thanks for calling. Later. I mean, it's got to work both ways, right? Well, for some reason, for her, I guess it does, but the hypocrisy in women, it doesn't work both ways. Hey, Rome, her insecurities come from her own internal dialogue. Her wanting to look like other women who get work done or look better and feeling bad because she doesn't look like that. How is that her husband's fault? She can always hit the gym, take care of herself, and better herself. But that takes hard work, and that's something women don't like to do. It's easier to just get in debt $10K for a BBL than to be disciplined, work out, and eat right. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Working out I don't really know what the situation is, to be honest with you. I mean, different people have different reasons for plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery, right? You can't work out and get bigger boobs, right? You can't really work out and get a bigger butt. You can get toned, but it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish, right? But I agree with you. I mean, it's just... You're always going to have that argument, right? I would venture to say, though, how would I put this? I don't know. I without actually knowing, I don't know. You're absolutely right. It doesn't cost much to exercise. You can run around the block, do some squats, do some burpees. It doesn't ask any fool that's been locked up, what it costs to get in shape. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I agree with you. But people are lazy in general. They just don't want to do the work. Why do you think everybody's on the shot in Seven Oaks? Yeah. Bro, let's see. If we was feeling bad about herself or has low self-esteem, at least she started a conversation on Romeo in the Morning, Kern County talk show that brings common sense to all these dumbasses out there. Now let's help the dude, because we don't know how she is. Propose. They start working out together. That's one. Two, a threesome for his birthday. Or three, if he's still in love with her, pay for them damn surgeries. He's already married to her. Sure. Okay. I don't know where the threesome comes in. I always think it's funny when people bring up a threesome, because 99% of you, if you have one, you're going to lose your relationship. It's not going to work out for you. So there's only a small percentage of people that can handle that in their lives. Workout, but honestly, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what cosmetic surgery is making her feel insecure. Because there's a lot of things that can be done. I mean, boobs, butts, liposuction. I mean, I don't know what her problem is. If it's weight, then that's something that can be fixed without surgery. If it's boobs or butts, then we gotta have a different conversation. So I don't know what her problem is to give her an answer on why she feels insecure. And she's saying all men like cosmetic surgery. That is not totally true. Her husband likes it, but the problem is this. And I think you have to have a real conversation about this when you've been in a marriage for over 10 years. People change. Things happen. And, it's not all just going to be communication. I mean, that's what everybody wants to say. Well, as long as we communicate, that's not real. When you've been with somebody for a long time, you cannot be expected on either side, husband or wife, whichever partner you are, you cannot just say to yourself, well, you just need to accept me the way I am. That's an idiotic idea. You want to be attracted to the person you're with. Unfortunately, when you're not, that's when cheating occurs. And I don't think you should cheat. That's not at all what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, at what point do you have to look at your spouse and go, not only do I want to be attractive to him or her, but I want him or her to be attracted to me. And with all the things that change over the years, life takes a toll on you. Kids, marriage, bills, it takes a toll on you. At what point, if you really want to be with somebody and be happy for the rest of your life, at what point do you get to look at your partner and go, look, we need to make some changes to where we're both attracted to each other again, like we were when we met? Nobody wants to have that conversation. But why would you want to be unhappy? Why would you want to be with somebody you're not attracted to?
Well, I think true attraction is in the eye of the beholder.
Okay.
Because a lot of these beautiful, fine, gorgeous women are beautiful on the outside but ugly on the inside. So if you're looking for happiness, a lot of people will agree with me. Some of their most happiest times were with people that weren't so attractive or a little bit ugly. Because you're not having to waste time watching what you eat or watching what you wear. You're just having fun. You're living in the moment. You're able to enjoy yourself.
Okay.
Take it from me, Romeo. I'm with one of those hot babes right now, and all we do is argue about steamed rice and water and exercising. And it's good, but it's got its complications.
Okay.
All right.
So what you're saying is, I actually know a guy who I went to college with, made a lot of money. He purposely married an ugly woman because he thought all attractive women were just going to be after for. He didn't trust attractive women because he thought they were all just going to be after his. He's rich. He's got millions. He's a millionaire. So he dated an ugly woman who's a little on the bigger side because he believes that she didn't want him for just his money. RD4254-7-7. Yo, Rome, cosmetic surgery looks good depending on the surgeon. Though, Rome, my ex-girlfriend's cousin got a mommy makeover and she looks good. Ended up cheating on my girlfriend with her. There you go. Win-win, huh? This is what I got. Good morning, Romeo. So my children's father gets paid good money. This man pays his child support every month, never late. I have to admit, there's some months where I need more money than the child support. My children's father never wants to give me more money than the child support is required. Yesterday, I asked my child's father for some more money because I needed help with certain things. And this man had the audacity to bring about $400 worth of food, toiletries, groceries, etc. I asked for money, Rome, not groceries. How do I convince my child's father to give me more money instead of stuff that he brings? I don't know. What did you need the more money for? What did you need more money for? Because if you need more money for yourself, then that's not his responsibility. His responsibility is to those children, and it sounds like he's taking care of his responsibility. So what do you bring to the table financially? I don't know. Hey, Romeo, tell that bee to shut up. She's lucky she got groceries. Okay. Hey, Rome, this is one of the dumbest women I've ever heard of. She needs host support? What? It's spousal support. Yeah, I'm going to need some more details. I need to know what exactly you need more money for. Okay? Because it sounds to me like you're trying to take advantage of your children's father, but unless you can give me some more specific details, that's what I'm going to have to go with. So let me know. So I'm going to read you what I got here. Good morning, Romeo. So my children's father gets paid good money. This man pays his child support every month, never late. And I have to admit, there are some months where I need more money than the child support. My children's father never wants to give me more than he's required to give. Yesterday, I asked my children's father for some money because I needed help with certain things. What are the certain things? This man had the audacity to bring me about $400 worth of food, toiletries, groceries, I asked him for money, Romeo, not groceries. Romeo, how do I convince my child's father to give me money instead of the stuff that he brings? Is there one person listening right now that's on her side? Because it doesn't seem right. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
So she didn't tell you any more information because she knows she's in the wrong.
No!
It's a simple fact that he brought over $400 worth of groceries.
Yeah, there's something going on. He knew what to bring for some. I think a guy just doesn't go, you know what, let me go get groceries and toiletries when she's asking for money. I think he's had to deal with her before, and he knows what these kids aren't getting.
Exactly, because my brother's baby's mom does the same thing. She asks for money, but yet the kids aren't fed, the kids aren't clothed, even though he pays child support.
Well, I'm just guessing here. You can either verify or, confirm or deny if you've seen this before. I'm guessing that she spends the child support on herself and then asks him for more money for the kids because, okay. I'm guessing that's what she does. So
that's more than likely what happens. My thing is, you can't ask for more child support if your hair is done and your nails are done. Because that money works. Because nails, let's say they're $70, $80. That could have gone to your kid.
Yep.
Your hair, you could have gone to the store, got a box dyed, and then that other money could have gone to your kids. But I've seen it a whole bunch of times where they take care of themselves and their kids are running around with Walmart clothes.
All right.
There's nothing wrong with Walmart clothes, but still.
All right. I wish I had Walmart clothes when I was a kid because I was embarrassing. All right. Well, thanks for calling.
All right. Bye.
I had Payless shoes and Kmart clothes. All right. 842-547-7. It's 8:05 right now. So let's talk about this lady. She sent me this text message. She wants some help from me. I don't know if I can help her because I'm not really sure. I need some more details. Good morning, Romeo. So my children's father gets paid good money. This man pays his child support every month, never late. I have to admit there are some months where I need more money. Why do you need more money than the child support? My children's father never wants to give me more money than the child support is he required to give. Yesterday, I asked my children's father for some more money. And instead, this is how she writes it. This man had the audacity to bring about $400 worth of food, toiletries, groceries, I asked for money, Romeo, not groceries. How do I convince my children's father to give me more money instead of bring me that stuff? Yeah. Is anybody on her side, first of all? Just one of you. Is there one of you that thinks she's in the right? Because I'm going to tell you what I think, and I'm just reading in between the lines of what she sent me. I think the reason that man brought over the food and the groceries and stuff is because in the past, his children have not had food and toiletries. And she used the child support for something else. And so now this man's smart enough to go, you know what? I got to take care of my kids. Sounds to me like the guy's taking care of his kids. She wants him to take care of her as well. But unless she clarifies, that's what we got to go with, right? Already 42547-7. Hey, Romeo, the lady said that she's mad her baby daddy brought her groceries and not money is dumb. Groceries are expensive. I'll take the groceries. Groceries are expensive. You're right. They have gone up in price. Hey, Rome, she needs money to get her nails done so she can go out looking for a new man this weekend. Maybe. Something doesn't add up. There's something that's not adding up. Hey, Rome, that's why some dads should have full custody of the children, but they always favor the moms in every situation. Okay, well, yeah. I don't know. Something doesn't add up. Something doesn't add up with her story. So let me tell you this story. Good morning, Romeo. So my children's father, he gets paid good money. This man pays his child support every month, never late. And I have to admit, there are some months where I need more money than child support. Well, what do you need more money for? The children or for you? My children's father never wants to give me more money than the child support is required. Yesterday, I asked my children's father for some more money because I needed help with certain things. And this man had the audacity to bring about $400 worth of food, toiletries, and groceries, I asked for money, Romeo, not groceries. How do I get this man to give me money instead of bring stuff? I don't know. I really don't know. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Yo, Rome.
What up, man?
Hey, that whole lady, man, about the whole money situation, she was probably pissed, man, because she probably receives food stamps, which, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But she's probably like, man, I could have used those $400 for something else. I could have bought my own food with my own food stamps. You know what I mean? Hey, that's just being real, man.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know, man, but there's something going on. There's something fishy happening here. I don't know what that is, but there's something fishy happening. Oh, I lost it. RD 42547-7. Hey, Rome, tell this woman to go get a job and take care of herself. He's paying the child support. He went above and beyond when he brought that $400 worth of groceries and toiletries for her and the kids, and she's complaining. The woman's a lunatic. I don't know. Something ain't right here. Something ain't right. RD 42547-7. Hey, Romeo, I don't understand these females wanting to sit on their behinds getting things handed to them. Well, let's be honest. Who doesn't want to sit around and get things handed to them in the right situation? Already 42547-7. Yeah, something's not adding up. I don't know what it is. What's going on?
Well, I think people are delusional about child support. Speaking from my experience, that's the only experience that I have. I feel like guys think that we live off of child support. Like, if you separate from a woman and you guys have 2, 3, 4, whatever kids, you go get you a 1-bedroom apartment. She has to get maybe a 2 or 3 bedroom because your kids live with her. So that increases her housing costs. So I don't see how people say, oh, they shouldn't be paying a rent or a mortgage. Yes, they should, because your kids require more space. So you should be responsible for half of that space because they are your kids. 2, for food. Everybody don't get food stamps. And kids, them little crumb snatchers be drinking up all the Capri Suns and all that. So, I mean, you got to pay for half of that as well. In addition to school stuff. And, kids don't ever take care of nothing. They mess up shoes. They mess up clothes. Constantly coming home with, oh, Mom, I want to do this program. Or they got this at school, paying for games and football stuff. And, it's ridiculous
so
for
what's child
men
support
to
for?
get mad about it when literally her life is on 24/7 for your kids. She's a 24/7 on-call childcare provider, nurse, referee, principal. It's like, I don't understand. I would rather my ex take full custody and you deal with these kids 24/7 and shut up about the child support because, baby, I can pay you that little chump change.
Okay.
There's no amount of money that can suffice for a woman's dealings with her children, and it does not. You're not paying for the stress. What if you got teenagers? Are you the one who's dealing with the boys?
Let me ask you this question. What's the child support for then?
It's for the child, to support the child, but sometimes it is not enough, and that's just the truth. You can't be paying $400 a month, but your ex, your apartment is $900, her house is maybe $2,200. And you're paying $400. You should be paying half of that because you have to have a bigger house because your kids need a room. And if you got boys and girls, they can't share.
Okay.
You need 2 different rooms. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. I don't completely agree with it, but I see what you're trying to finagle out of it.
Well, they should not be responsible for their child having to have a bigger space and me not being able to get a 1-bedroom versus him having an apartment and me having a house because I need my kids to be separated with all his kids. I can't have 2 boys in a room with.
Well, yeah, but the government is the one that makes the child support. You can't have it both ways. You can't have the government force a father to pay child support and then get mad when they don't give you enough.
But when they wasn't giving you enough in the first place.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. You can't have it both ways. That's my point. You could find a better system, okay? But I'm going to disagree with the I should pay half or the father should pay half because of your lifestyle is a little more expensive than
because of
what.
I agree. You can disagree, but it's true. For me, I have boys and girls. Me and my soon-to-be ex-husband. If I have to have a bigger house because I need the booth separate rooms and you get an apartment, that's not fair to me because I could get an apartment too. Come and get your kids.
But see, you're offering a solution. You're not saying you're saying, look, either help me because I need a bigger house or take these kids and I'll pay you child support. See that? So we're having a conversation here that is a little bit different because your attitude is different. And so,
that's true. And then another thing too, people need to understand, the child support is it's actually like a reimbursement because by the time you get it, you done paid everything that you needed to pay for the children. I can't say, wait till we get the child support. Wait till the child support comes. But I'm not on child support right now because he know better. I filed, and when he seen them numbers, he was like, for what? 4,000. Because my ex makes good money, so he didn't want to pay that 4,000. So you're going to run what I asked you for when they need it, or you're going to be consistently paying a good amount. So, yeah.
Okay, so if he paid $4,000, you wouldn't have a problem with it.
I don't want the $4,000 because it creates a negative atmosphere between he and I with co-parenting our children. I did that as a power play because he was being to me.
Oh, God.
So I was like, okay, let's go. And since you keep on thinking that it's all daisies, I filed. And when he seen that number, he was like, okay, what you're saying does make sense. I said, I told you, they're gonna gut you. I'm not trying to gut you. I just need what I need for your children.
All right. Perfect. All right. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
She's got more common sense than a lot of people. Than a lot of women. She seems to be reasonable with what she's saying. Is she completely right about what she's saying? No. But she's very reasonable in a lot of aspects of child support. I got a text message from a woman who says her child's father makes good money. Never late on child support, always pays it, but sometimes she needs more money than the child support. And so she asked him for money the other day. He brought $400 worth of groceries, toiletries, things like that to the house. She wants to know what she can do to get the money. She doesn't want the groceries. Okay? Yeah, it sounds a little suspect right there. Already 4254777. What's going on?
Yo, Rome, man, she needs more help than child support, bro.
Who, the lady that just called or the lady?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of right, I guess. Just
Kind of.
Well,
Wrong. No. Child support is the government. At the end of the day, the judge is going to see it and they're going to say, you know what, hey, you're going to have to pay for this much. And if not, I mean, if they don't like it, then stay together.
Well, I mean, that you can't, like I said, you can't have it both ways. Okay, you can't run to the government and tell the father to pay for the child, and then when they don't give you what you want and your lifestyle costs more than that, then that's that. You know, because it's child support, you guys, it's for the children, not for you. All right, ladies, sorry.
It's not for the Gucci bag,
No.
you know?
All right, man, get out of here. All I'm saying is, yeah. But I will tell you something. I will tell you a story real quick. You know, a little hustle I know of. The mother got child support, and then instead of spending her child support on her children's clothes, you know, what she would do is she would send the kid, when the kid went to visit the father, she would send the child shorthanded. So the father would have to end up buying the child clothes, jackets, things like that the child didn't have in his bag, you know, that he would need for his stay with his father. So that's how she got the money. That's how she got more money out of him. That's how she got cash, right? She got the cash. She sent the kid to the father unprepared for the things, unprepared, and then the father would have to buy the things that the kid needed. And then he'd take him home with him back to the mother's house, and he'd have what he needed. The mother kept the child support. I'm just saying, you don't pull a little hustle like that, you might be able to do it. Yeah, I got a text message from a woman who says her child's father makes good money. Never late on child support, always pays it, but sometimes she needs more money than the child support. And so she asked him for money the other day. He brought $400 worth of groceries, toiletries, things like that to the house. She wants to know what she can do to get the money. She doesn't want the groceries. Okay? Yeah, it sounds a little suspect right there. RD4254777. What's going on?
Hey, Rome, what's happening, man?
What up, brother? What's going on?
On this child support thing, man, a lot of these women, man, they're wrong, bro. I was paying $2,000 a month for my child, and she still wouldn't let me see my child. We had a court order that I get visitations on every other weekend, and she found out that if she didn't let me see her, the more time that she kept away from me, the child support would go up because it goes off the actual money you make and the time you spend with your child. So she was withholding my child from me and then taking me back to child support and saying that, oh, well, he didn't see her this month. Or he didn't see her that month. Yes, because in the court system, and then when I told the judge, he says, well, I don't even think I can go off of how much time you spend with the child.
Not the reason for it.
To me like, well,
wow.
We need to do family things. And I told her, we're the family. I'm not with you. Get over it.
That is
and
a
she was
hustle.
Like, well, if I can't go, then she can't go.
That's a hustle right there. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice move.
12 years I went through that, and I kept taking her to court. And finally, the judge got tired and gave me 100% custody. And now she's crying because she kept breaking the court order. I had to take her to, what do you call that when they, I had to file a complaint on her.
Oh,
and
restraining order?
Contempt of court.
Oh,
I took her to
contempt of
court. They found her guilty, gave her 3 days in jail and $100 of community service. And she turned around and still did it again. And then when they took the child and gave the child to me, then I'm terrible. I'm the worst father in the world. I'm the worst person. But she was the only one in the money. She quit her job to get an extra $800 a month from me.
Wow. Well, that's a nice little hustle she had there. It's a nice little hustle.
Yeah, but the hustle's over now because I've had my child 5 years now and she's broke over there. And now she got to go to work. She quit her job to get an extra $800. And that's terrible that the child support would actually allow these women to sit on their butt And she figured, well, you're supposed to take care. No, it's a two-party thing. You're supposed to put in too. She always wants more and more and more. I'm giving you $2,000 a month. But she's going to the club, she's buying her outfits and getting her hair done. My child is looking like a bum.
All right. You're still a little wound up considering you won at the end of the day. You might want to get over that.
I'm over it, but I'm just saying. That's the way these women do. They use the child as a fun. And then she tells me, well, if you take me back, you won't have to pay any child support. I said, I'd rather give up half of my paycheck than take you back.
All right, man. Thanks for calling.
All right, thanks, bro.
He sounds like he's harboring some feelings still about the whole situation. We had to let him go. 842-547-7. I got a text message from a woman who says her child's father makes good money. Never late on child support, always pays it, but sometimes she needs more money than the child support. And so she asked him for money the other day. He brought $400 worth of groceries, toiletries, things like that to the house. She wants to know what she can do to get the money. She doesn't want the groceries. Okay? Yeah, it sounds a little suspect right there. RD42547-7. What's going on?
Yeah, I want to talk to Romeo about the child support.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on? Hey, so I don't know about the other lady that called, but she had it all wrong. She had it all wrong. A lot of these women nowadays, they're using child support to support their own lives and their own lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So nowadays, here's what's going on. Is maybe back in the day when it first started years ago when child support was a thing, they were using it for the kids. But nowadays, a lot of the child support, because of a lot of the court cases that are going on, a lot of these women realize they can, manipulate the system and get more money. So they're used to, living off the child support. So now, more and more, they're just having kids to support their own lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, man. All right. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.
Based on his logic, how many, if you had to guess, and be honest with me, don't bring your own biases into it, okay? If you had to guess, how many women do you actually think are taking advantage of the system like that guy just said? And how many women versus the number of women that are just honest and straight up about it? What would you say, 50-50? 60-40? What? I got a text message from a woman who says her child's father makes good money. Never late on child support, always pays it, but sometimes she needs more money than the child support. And so she asked him for money the other day. He brought $400 worth of groceries, toiletries, things like that to the house. She wants to know what she can do to get the money. She doesn't want the groceries. Okay? Yeah, it sounds a little suspect right there. RD42547-7. What's going on?
Okay, I have two things to say. My first thing is there's a reason that girl's baby's dad doesn't trust her with cash, and he felt the need. He needed to go buy it himself. She must have broke that trust somewhere along the line where he doesn't trust her to give her cash, and she will go buy what she needs. And he just pays child support, pays it on time.
Okay.
And that's what the court ordered. He does what he got to do. He ain't doing nothing wrong.
Okay.
She needs more money. She need to go to work or pick up some extra shifts or something, because it's not his issue if he's providing on his side.
Okay.
Some of these women think that the man has to pay their child to live with the mother. So if the father is paying for gas, food, and clothes, what is the mother paying? Just because a kid lives with you doesn't mean you're doing your part. So you got to pay for your kid's rent to live with their mother, basically.
Okay.
And for them to live with their parent. And I think that's where it's unfair. It is a 50-50 thing. Like, I have a kid, I have a 9-year-old daughter, and I never asked her dad for nothing. He never asked me for anything. I do my part, he does his part. And I believe a lot of situations are different. It just depends on what it is. But I do believe if the mother, just because the mother has a kid, a lot of women think, well, I have the kid with me, so you're going to pay the rent, the food, and everything. Well, no, it's a 50-50.
Based on what you're saying, I'm going to say this, and I think you make a great point, is so when the child is with the father for the weekend, Does that mean the mother should subsidize the electricity that costs more, the food the father has to buy?
Yes,
everything?
yes, I believe so. I'm not even kidding. If you send the kids with their dad for the weekend, you better go send some gas money, some food, and all that with it, because you want that same treatment. Like, you are not entitled. It is every woman wants to be equal these days in equality, but you don't want to be equal when it comes to parenting your kids. No, it just doesn't add up.
Well, thanks for calling. All right. Bye. Text message from a woman who says her child's father makes good money. Never late on child support, always pays it, but sometimes she needs more money than the child support. And so she asked him for money the other day. He brought $400 worth of groceries, toiletries, things like that to the house. She wants to know what she can do to get the money. She doesn't want the groceries. Okay? Yeah, it sounds a little suspect right there. RD42547-7. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo. So you know about that whole child support you're talking about?
Yeah, what's up?
So my girlfriend's sister, she has 4 kids. Right now she's pregnant with another one from another guy.
Okay.
She gets a pretty good amount of benefits.
Okay.
The cash aid. She not only gets that, but she also sells her food stamps to get more money. And the kids come to the house with thrift store clothes or old clothes we're not wearing. They'll want it, but she'll come and she'll be like, "Mom, look, I got new shoes."
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And I feel bad because the kids are wearing her old shoes because they now fit into her size.
Oh, so she's taking care of herself and not so much her kid.
Exactly. Her and her new man that is jobless and yeah, that's the picker she got.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. All right. Well, winning. Hashtag winning. RD42547-7. Rome. Tell her to stop complaining. I would take whatever my kid's dad would give us. Plus, it's not like she's not getting money at all. Sure. Hey, good morning, Romeo. Does that be not know how much groceries cost? Because I would be in heaven if someone came to my doorstep with groceries. I'm glad he doesn't give her extra money. No surprise, he left her. Okay. Hey, Romeo, the guy had the right idea because the kids won't get anything and she'll end up with nails, shoes, stuff like that, clothes. Okay. She is a complete moron. He brought her $400 food. So technically, wouldn't that mean you have $400 more? Or were you looking for thousands? Get a better job. Yeah, she's never explained to us why she needed more money. Hey, Rome, why wouldn't you help out and just send her money? Because once you're not a couple, it's not the guy's job to take care of you anymore or to give you money. Okay? The child support is for the child. That's why. I wanted to get into this. I forgot to talk to it with a therapist. But I wanted to ask you about keeping tabs on your spouse. Now, I've always said that you should pay attention to your relationship, all right? And know what's going on. But a guy I know his wife drives one of those Tesla cars. I didn't know this, but he showed me the app while we were out golfing one day that you can go on the app and a map comes up of the city and it shows exactly where the car is. And he goes, hey, look at let me show you this. So cool. I can show you where my wife is right now. And she was supposed to be at work, but apparently the car was driving down the road. And he was like, oh, where's she going? You could see his kind of question what was going on. And I thought, okay, why? You got to believe that he's checking that app, right? More than once or twice a day. Another friend of mine, this guy's a friend of mine. He, once again, we're out playing golf and his wife buys something and it pops up on his phone. So he's tracking her spending. And what? That's going too far, right? Paying attention to your relationship and doing things to protect it, to me is different than Like these two dudes are basically keeping tabs on their wives. You shouldn't be keeping tabs on your spouse, should you? That seems a little crazy to me. RD4254-7-7. What do you guys think about that? I know a guy actually that has cameras in his house, inside the house, not just outside, but inside also, so he can see who's there and so he can keep an eye on his wife. That's doing too much, right? All right, keeping tabs on your spouse. Do you think it's okay to do that? Do you do it? RD4254-7-7. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Hey, Rome.
What up, man?
Hi. We're kind of not together anymore, but the girl I was dealing with, we had each other's locations. And I'd be on my way to her house, or I'd be on my way there, but I'd stop at the gas station or
okay.
Stop one of these last minute things. She would literally text me on the dot, "Hey, what are you doing? What's going on?" And I'm like, bro, can I not make a pit stop to you? Like, you see my location. There's no reason you be calling me.
But why would you have that? Why would you have that location?
My previous relationship before her, we didn't share locations, and that was fine because we trust each other. But I guess she's been through some things in her past, and I really didn't mind it. But now, it got to a point where I was like, okay, you're kind of doing too much. I can't even feel like I can do anything. She was really on it. And that was maybe our problem. But we're not together right now. So
okay. All right, man. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
All right.
Later, man. But that's what I mean. That's doing too much, right? All right, 842-547-7. It just reminded me now. You guys know Tom Holland, right? Spider-Man? And he's going out with Zendaya. He said that he will actually Google her every once in a while to find out that if she's okay. That's keeping tabs. Or maybe that sounds like a jealousy to me. But is it okay to keep tabs on your spouse? Is that right? All right, 842-547-7. I have this buddy that I hang out with regularly. And his wife will FaceTime him. Who FaceTimes? Well, I don't FaceTime. I just take a phone call. But his wife will FaceTime him because she wants to know where he's at. That's her way of sneaking. That's her way of keeping tabs on him without, letting everybody know. Because, we just FaceTime. No, she's FaceTiming him so she knows where he's at, what's in the background. That's why she's doing it. She wants to see him. So that's doing too much. When it comes to keeping tabs on your spouse. You guys are doing it. I know you guys are doing it. People have showed me, my friends do it. I don't get it. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's healthy, but yeah. My buddy just sent me a text message. He goes, yeah, well, we get alerts on our phones because we've had fraud before in our bank accounts. Okay. So I get that. But one of my friends, he, actually gets an alert whenever his wife buys anything. You don't think that's doing too much? Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Romeo, it sounds more like a cowboy fan that's controller's going to be doing behavior like that.
A what?
A Raider fan. I'm not tracking my girl. I'm not worried about what she spends, and if she want to leave, then bye, deuces. But I can see a Cowboys or a Chiefs fan, tracking this girl on his phone if she's late. Oh, why were you, here and there? So. But it's technology. Technology has made it easier for this.
I know. That's why I said doesn't make it okay. I think younger couples today are growing up with this technology and they think it's normal. Or they're making it normal. I don't think it's normal to do that.
I don't think it's healthy behavior because it's almost like you're expecting something to happen and you're waiting for it so you can say, look, see, you did it.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right, Raider Dave.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Rome, that's too much work, Rome. If I got to do all that, then I'm going to have to cut her loose. You mean keeping tabs on her? It's not too much work, though. You do it at the comfort of your own phone. In fact, It's not, it pops up. Remember back in the day before cell phones, you had to actually get dressed, get in your car, and go follow your spouse. Follow whoever you were dating. That was too much work. Nowadays, you just get a notification of what your spouse is doing. So do you think it's okay to track your spouse? You know, you got these apps that'll follow their cars, a picture of where their car's located. You got these Find My Phone apps. You can track their phones. You can, get alerts with their spending. You can cameras everywhere. You can FaceTime any moment to see if they're where they say they are. I mean, there's all kinds of options now to keep tabs on your spouse. You think it's okay? Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Ruben?
Hey, Ruben. What's going on, man?
Hey, I'm going to let Raider Dave know what's cracking. See, the problem with Raider Dave is half of your women have left you for a Cowboy fan because you fools are locked up. And the other half you guys can't track because you can't track them on your Obama phone. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because their mom don't want to put them on their Verizon plan loan, so they give them that Obama phone. You know what I mean? So, sorry, Raider Dave. I mean, you can't clown on us like that, bro. You know what I mean? We just got money and we take care of our people.
Oh, jeez. All right, Ruben. Later, man.
Later, bro.
All right, yeah. RD4254 7 I do know a guy though. Like you guys all put those cameras outside your houses. I do know a guy that has cameras inside his house. And one time he showed me while his wife was at home. He goes, "Oh, see, I can check on the wife and the kids." And she was just sitting there. To me, that's a little aggressive, right? Is that not too aggressive? What are we doing here, folks? All right, 842-547 7. Hey, Romeo. I have an app so I know where my kids are. My wife thinks that's too evasive, that I need to give them their space and respect their privacy. They are teenagers, Rome. I'm not going to respect their privacy at all. Hell no, your wife's 100% wrong. What do you mean? Your teenagers don't have no privacy. They don't have no right to privacy in your house. Not only should you be tracking their phones and where they're at, you should be going through their phones. You should be cloning their phones so you know what's going on. You should be going through their rooms to see what they're hiding. Teenagers don't have rights. Come on now. When it comes to tracking your spouse, you think it's okay? Their Find My Phone app, or you can follow their cars now, things like that, or track their spending. You get an alert every time they run their credit card or your credit card or whatever it is. You think that's okay? 842-547 7. Good morning, now. What's going on?
Good morning, Romeo. This your girl, Deidre.
Hey, what's up, Deidre?
Hey, Oni, what is the topic about today? I'm sorry.
Oh, we were talking about keeping tabs on your partner, on your spouse, if that was okay, because I have some friends, like some guy showed me he's got an app that he can see where his wife's car is, and a map of Bakersfield actually comes up when he looks for it, or a map of wherever the car is. And I thought that was a little doing too much.
Guess what? My car, my 2023 Kia Forte, whatever. I'm so sorry.
Don't cuss.
It comes with that. My husband, he can. The phone keeps telling him to hook it up, and he said, I don't need to do this. I need to be spying on your car and stuff. I said, I know. I'm gonna put it on. That'd be funny. Okay, you put that on. I did go where I said I was going. Now I end up over here.
Yeah.
But as far as that FaceTiming and all that stuff too,
yeah,
he can FaceTime me anytime he want. I ain't doing that.
I know, but I know people. I know a guy's wife does that for him. That's how she finds out where he is and what he's doing.
He better not be telling little white lies. He'll be busted.
Exactly. You FaceTime me, you're going to get declined.
Yeah, that's no techniques of lowjacking you and following you. It is crazy.
It's wild. And these people, but I think it's becoming more and more normalized for these people to keep tabs on each other with the technology. And they do it under the guise of safety. No, I'm looking out for you. No, you're not. You're trying to figure out where I'm at, what I'm doing.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. I ain't got time for that. I'm doing my thing. He had me doing his and then they
all right. Later. Like I said, you think it's doing too much? I think it's doing too much. keeping tabs on your partner, on your spouse. I mean, and you guys can say whatever you want. No, I just do it because I want to make sure they're safe. No, you don't. Hey, Rome, you can't trust females today. You can't trust women today. Could you trust them yesterday? Could you trust them 10 years ago? Could you trust them 20 years ago? You think fundamentally women have changed to be untrustworthy over the decades? I mean, you think women are fundamentally different now? They're less trustworthy than they were, I don't know, 30 years ago, the 80s, the 90s? Were women more trusting in the 80s and 90s? Or the 2000s than they are in the 2020s? I mean, come on, man. Women haven't changed. Fundamentally, the women have not changed. If you couldn't trust them today, you couldn't trust them back then. The only thing that you could say is they were, you knew what they were looking for. I don't know. I don't know how you could say that, but okay. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Romeo, I'm proud of my dating.
Oh, God.
It made me the man I am today. And, you know, my reason for the whole not wanting to be tracked is because I didn't want to be tracked then on the ankle monitor. It wasn't right then. It's not right now.
Okay.
Tell Big Head Ruben, don't get me started. Let's have a good morning.
All right. I don't know. I have quite a few friends that track their spouses. Quite a few. And I don't know why. I think they're doing it I think they think they're doing it out of love, but I believe they're doing it out of insecurity. I don't know. What did Big Boy send me? Big Boy said, hey, Rome, did you hear about the license plate camera readers they're putting up around town in all the cities? Well, 3 police officers under investigation for illegally using those cameras to track their wives/girlfriends. One got terminated already in different cities. The audacity. Dude, sounds like a perk of the job, bro. I mean, you just got to go check the cameras to stalk your ex. What the hell? Why you hating, big boy? I mean, you remember, big boy, stalking used to be difficult, bro. Stalking, you used to have to actually get up, get dressed, call your best friend, and drive around and actually stalk somebody. Now, got cameras, social media, license plate cameras. What the hell? Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Good morning, Romeo.
Hey, what's up?
I believe that if you're tracking anybody, especially if you are just a boyfriend and girlfriend, that's an easy breakup right there. That's the quickest breakup ever. That's some weird stuff right there. Seriously.
I actually think you're wrong about that. I think most people today find it very common to track each other, like it's no big deal.
And that's weird.
I'm with you. I think you're 100% right. That's weird, and you're a grown adult. Nobody should be, doing that. But I think that I would say probably 90% of couples today think it's absolutely fine.
Oh, how cute. You're tracking me. You love me. Oh, don't see what I'm eating at. I didn't invite you. That's why I have my location off. You ain't eating where I'm eating. Please.
Exactly. I agree with you. I think it's creepy. I would never be tracked nor track anybody. So, I don't know.
Well, I hope all these trackers have good lives because it ain't going to last long.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. I mean, I think a lot of you do it, though. I think a lot of you do. A lot of you think it's okay to track your spouse or your girlfriend, partner, whoever it is. I think you think it's sweet. It's not. It's insecure and weird. Good morning, Romeo. Nah, bruh. You should be able to track your kids and pets. Not sure about significant other. I'll let her know I'm a drink with the crew after work, and she tells me before she goes anywhere. Either way, if they're gonna cheat on you, they will. Yeah, I mean, tracking. How does tracking your partner prevent you from getting cheated on? I mean, it's like those stupid Ring cameras or those cameras you put out in front of your house. I mean, you just watch yourself, whatever happens. It's never stopped anybody. I mean, when has anybody ever got caught from a camera outside a house? You know, I mean, really, all it does is make you, stare at your phone all day long, seeing what's going on around your house. You never, RD4254 7-7. So yeah, I don't think tracking your spouse or your partner is a good idea. Why would you? Why would you care? It's a problem with a lot of you guys. I don't know why. Here's what I don't understand when it comes to, and exactly what this person said is, if they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat. If that's why you're doing it because you're worried about cheating, which I think most of you are. I think you track your partner because you're insecure. But here's the problem with getting cheated on. If it happens, it happens. Okay. So be upset for a little while. Try to figure out why, if you need closure, try to figure out why it happened and move on. There's plenty of people out there. That's the problem. I was just having this conversation, I don't know if it's yesterday or the day before. We were talking about, breakups. People were talking about breakups saying, yeah, you're going to be upset if you break up. You're going to be upset if you get divorced. You're going to be upset if you get cheated on. But as a guy, there's plenty of women out there. It's upsetting, don't get me wrong, but if you can find one woman, you can find another. Okay? It's not that complicated. If one woman's really willing to go out with you or marry you or be your girlfriend or whatever, another one's also willing to do that. Okay? So I just take whatever time it takes for you to get over it and move on. I would rather be cheated on and know that they're doing it so I can move on and start over somewhere else, as opposed to always trying to prevent it and live that lifestyle.
Man, that's like having a security guard with a flashlight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I was a milkman, one time I went early to Albertsons on Panama, and there was a guy, that was kind of looking in the cars and stuff. The security guard kept hitting his flashlight button, like flashing up and on. What's that gonna do? You know what I mean? Not unless you work for Dollar Tree, because that's been proven. The guy ended up killing the robber.
Oh, God.
He took the knife away from him and stabbed him.
My God.
Like corporate was going to say, man, you're Employee of the Year. But I will tell you this, that knife has sold out since then because they found out that it's very sturdy.
You're crazy, kid.
Have a good day,
Later,
brother.
man. Good morning, out. What's going on?
Hi, Romeo. What it do, man?
What up, brother?
I believe it's not in her beauty, it's in her duty. Jada gonna cheat on. If Jada cheat on Will, then I know my girl. So, I'm always prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. It's gonna be her loss, not mine. Because I'm always back.
All I'm gonna say is the whole factory ain't closing anytime soon. They ain't going out of business. So you gonna be good. There's another woman out there. In fact, I would guarantee this. Any good man out there right now, there's a woman waiting for him to get cheated on so she can slide in there and pick up the pieces.
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole reason I ain't shut down the shop. That's why we can still keep going. Because I might catch a young one that ain't got none, but that's all she wants. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be prepared for that situation. I can't close down the factory. I got nothing but beautiful children.
I got you.
Get you one too. Get you one too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go, Ro.
Oh man. I would almost guarantee it, by the way, that if you're a good man and you pay a mortgage, there is some woman waiting for her to cheat on you.
Hey, what's up, Ron?
Hey, Ruben, what up, man?
Hey, homeboy just called you. Sound like he was being stalked. Heard a lady in the background talking.
Oh, that's his old lady.
Yeah, so you gotta watch it, brother. She might be stalking you.
Who's that?
His old lady, she probably still stalking him.
Oh, no, they're just hanging out. Nah,
I know. I got to give him a hard time. I know.
All right.
I heard her in the background putting her 2 cents in. I was like, I got it.
Okay.
but hey, you ain't lying, Rome. I mean, but it works both ways, Rome, like the way you're saying, because for every girl, too, there's a guy out there waiting. You know what I mean?
Every girl, too. Nah, it's different. It's different.
Hey, but it's like I told you before, Rome, it's a lot easier for a girl to pull a guy. What are you going to do, walk around and have a paper on the back and say, oh, I own the house?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These girls walk around, they get hit on, but you know what I mean, guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, unless, like you said, they know them and they already know they have a house, and you know what I mean. They already know them, then that's probably one of your girlfriends. You know what I mean?
Probably, yeah, I could agree with that, but it's not. It's just this. Girls are easy today. They're not hard to get. They're everywhere. They're not hard. It's not easier for a girl to get a guy than a guy to get a girl today.
Oh, come on, Rome. You know, right. You know you're wrong on that, because a guy can walk up to a girl and be turned away, and almost every girl walks up to a guy, they're all excited, ready to go, act like they've never seen a girl in their life.
No, not today. No way. It's not the same. It's not the same.
I don't know where you're hanging out, Rome, but these fools over here where I go, you know what I mean? And
yeah. All right.
I know there's one spot we don't go together, you know what I mean? I don't know if it only happens there, but
no. All right, Rune. Yeah,
bro.
No. It's easy. It's easy for a guy to get, because women today are I think are dumber. And not from like an educational standpoint. I just mean from here's the problem. If you want to talk about how all of these kids don't have no social capabilities, you know, they're not they're antisocial, or they don't know how to deal with people socially in a social situation. It goes both ways for women as well. It's not just boys or men who who don't got game, so to speak, to put it in your terms, Ruben. Women are the same way. It's not the same. I mean, they are the same. So, like when you were out in the dating scene in, let's say the 90s, okay, or early 2000s, women had game. Women knew what they were doing. When you used to go to a club, it was on. The twin cost, the clock had started. Both men and women were, put me in, coach. They were both in. The game had started, okay? So women had just as much game back then when you used to go to a nightclub. They knew the game. They were looking for you. You were looking for them. You had to look good. You had to have something to say to them. But they also knew what they wanted. So no, it's different. Today's just different. So I believe it's absolutely just as easy for a guy to get a girl as it is for a girl to get a guy. I think Ruben's wrong. Hey, Rome, it's Headbutt Raider here. Since you're talking about women, ask them why they got a Facebook page called "Is This Your Man?" Did they really think all men cheat? Yes, women think all men cheat. Just like men think all women cheat in Bakersfield. In Bakersfield, most men and women don't trust either one of them. Okay? And they say they do, but yeah. But that's small town mentality. Bakersfield's still small town mentality. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Of course Ruben's wrong. He don't know nothing about being a player. Been in the game since the late 70s. You don't know what's going on out here.
All right, I'll let him know.
Granddaddy don't know nothing about nobody out here being a player either. I don't know what they doing in Rosewood and the other convalescent homes, but tell him to stay off the radio.
Okay, I'll let him know. Damn. All right. 842-547-7. Yeah, they both crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. Things have changed, man. They're different. The game is different. Okay. Social media,
Dating apps has changed the game. It's not complicated. It's so much easier nowadays to get a guy, to get a girl. Guys have no problem. I don't know if I ever told you this story. One time I was out with some friends, and one of the friends had a client. He was from out of town. Not a client, a distributor or something that he worked with, was up visiting, checking up on the company. And we're just all out drinking one night. He says, I'm going to go. Some girl shows up. I'm going to go. He just went on some app. Met some girl. They left. I mean, it wasn't, it was a date. I don't think it was a hooker app. Do they have apps for prostitutes? Or is it just dating? You don't even need to get prostitutes anymore. You could just go on Bumble or Twitch or Hinge or whatever it is and just pick up somebody, tell them you're ready to hook up. They'll hook up. Has the prostitute game dropped? Are hookers losing business because these girls don't even make you buy them a drink anymore? You could just go to an app and say, hey, I'm ready to hook up. And then you meet somewhere and that's that. I never even considered that. But no, the game's different, man. It's just a different game everybody's playing today. And you're right. Ruben and Raider Dave don't know what the hell they're talking about. All right, 842-547-7. But I will say this, that the problem when Ruben says, oh, it's hard, girls can just go out and get a guy. They can't. Guys are much more cautious nowadays than they used to be because you don't know if you're getting set up. Back in the day when you were at, what was that nightclub? Pick your nightclub in Bakersfield, Rock and Rodeo, let's say, because that was old enough before the internet. When you were there and some girl hit on you, bro, you were down good to go. If it happens today, you don't know if she's trying to set you up or what's going on. So things are a lot different for women as well. Women can't just go out and grab dudes and if they can, dudes can just go out and grab women. It works both ways now. Much easier for both to get whatever they want.
Hey, man, tell Felicia to quit hating. Older women need loving too. Raider Dave don't discriminate. Short, tall, fat, skinny, Raider Dave takes them all.
I'll let her know.
I don't have no problem. Like you said, it's very easy to hook up these days than it was back in the days. You had to go out of your way, wine and dine them. Now it's just a numbers game.
Now it's just a numbers game. Okay.
You send out enough DMs, eventually you might get one or two back, and then you sort through them, and then before you know it, you're hooking up.
Okay. All right.
It's easy.
All right.
But tell Felicia I said bye.
Rome, nowadays you can probably find someone on Wasco Chismosos. They're everywhere. You can find somebody everywhere. It's the game's different now. Hey, bro, you ain't lying about that. The problem is these lames out here sending a couple of $100 to some random female they met online, and they ain't even hit yet. Females always out there trying to get the best they can. That's why they spend so much time getting ready, because it's all about act. Because it's all an act. That's why you get these dudes flexing stuff they don't got. That's why dudes ghost females when they see them with no makeup, and females leave dudes when the cash runs out. Yeah, I mean, the problem is this. Here's why Ruben's wrong when he says that any woman can get a guy easier than a guy can get a woman. If you're on a dating app and you got 50 women in a queue, if the one don't work out, you just go to the next. So these women, I would even venture to say that women have to try a little harder nowadays, than they used to back in the day. Okay, so it's a different game. I'm going to tell you a story. A friend of mine, he got divorced a couple of years ago, and he had a stay-at-home wife, a couple of kids, and he worked hard, made good money, made real money. Made a lot of money actually. And his wife cheated on him. But they were living that high city lifestyle. She was that stay-at-home, desperate housewife. And she ended up messing around with one of the dudes in the neighborhood. And he was heartbroken. I get it. They'd been together since college. And he was heartbroken. But, you know, we talked about it. I said, dude, there's another woman out there who doesn't want to pay mortgage. Okay, there's another woman out there who doesn't want to work. Why are you worried about the next? You know, why are you worried about the past when the reality is the next one is out there? She's just waiting for you to tell her she don't got to work no more. I mean, it's pretty simple. RD 42547-7. Hey, Rome, it's funny that you're talking about this. A few years ago, my wife, she tried to throw an ultimatum on me about working too much, spending too much time, or spending too much time at work and not enough time with her. I told her, I make good money. I got to do what I got to do to provide this lifestyle. So she thought she was just going to play me, and I let her go, Rome. You're right. There was another one waiting, and it was actually her friend. Welcome to Bakersfield. The friend is always waiting, right? The problem with this is, or it's not a problem, it is what it is nowadays. I would venture to say that the good men have a line waiting for them because a lot of these dudes today, I mean, they're just not good dudes. You know, I mean, they're just not dudes that know how to provide. They're not dudes that know how to run things. You know what I'm saying? They're a bunch of insecure little, you know, TikTokers or insecure little, you know, wannabe influencers, video game players. I mean, there's some of those guys that make a lot of money, so don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that everybody's trying to do something that is, you know, kind of soft. Women still don't want soft, man.
Hey, Romeo, what's up, man?
What up, brother?
Hey, I got a question, bro. This is Zeke. Hey,
yeah.
Is there an app on like the iPhone to listen to your show?
Yeah, it's the TuneIn app.
TuneIn app?
Yes, TUNEIN, I think.
Okay, and it's all one word?
Yes, all one word. TuneIn Radio.
Brother. How you been, man?
Good. Everything's solid, man. Sorry, I was thinking about something. I was thinking about what was next. But yeah, no, everything's good, brother. How are you?
Okay. Good, brother. Just out here again in the oil fields, man. I'm starting to listen to you again, bro.
Oh, well, why did you stop?
Well, because I wasn't working, man. I was at home. I was hurt.
You don't got a radio?
No.
Bruh.
No, I do nothing but Apple Music, man. So I'm out here now in the work truck. I'm going to listen to you. And I'm out here in the field. I'm going to have my phone on and listen to you, bro. Hilarious, brother. Oh, excuse my language.
All right, man. All right,
all right, man. We'll see you, brother.
Man, Romeo, not to change the subject, but Zeke sounds dumb as hell.
Who?
Zeke. He's your last caller.
Oh, what's wrong with Zeke?
He said, you don't have a radio, but he listens to his Apple app. A phone is a radio. That's how I listen in the morning.
Oh.
On the other hand, for the women that are listening, that's what you're going to end up with. The oil field worker that's dumb as hell, but he's going to pay all the bills.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
So it goes hand in hand. Bravo to Zeke.
All right, get out of here. All right. Already 42547-7. What do you got here? Good morning, Rome. Good morning, Rome. I was just going to tell your last caller that I use the Hot 94 One app, and it works great streaming from Santa Cruz. Oh, that's Gilrod. He's out there doing it, right? All right, brother. Thanks for calling. Where are we at? What is going on here? I don't know what's going on. I lost something. I don't know. What are we talking about? What's somebody? Oh, I don't know. Something's going on with my text messaging. Sorry. What am I going to tell you guys? Let's get you guys some Monster Truck tickets. Who wants to go to Monster Trucks? Hot Wheels Monster Trucks. I got a pair of tickets for you right now. Where is it? It is at Dignity Health, right? I got a 4-pack of tickets for you right now. Caller number 29. Somebody said about the Monster Trucks tickets. Hey, does a text count? Your line is busy. No, a text does not count. I do not do contests over
of her text message. Well, there's one contest I do, but no. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Hi, what color am I?
You're caller 29. Congratulations. What's your name?
Rosalinda.
Rosalinda. You got tickets, 4-packet tickets to Hot Wheels Monster Trucks, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So I want to talk about this. I don't really know how this conversation is going to go, if it's even a conversation. But yesterday, some friends of mine that I went to college with them, and they live out in Palm Springs now. So him and his wife stopped by. We had lunch before they, were heading home because they were coming back from. We all went to college up north together, and we got into talking about. And now you got to remember, these are old friends. So she was telling me what her exercise regime is, how she's getting in shape. She's been doing this high rocks. Do you guys know what this high rocks is? I guess her and her husband have been doing these high rocks competitions. And so they were telling me how great, how better they feel, their training, blah, blah, blah. And she says, man, she goes, I look better than I ever have. And I said, no, you don't. I knew you in college. You were hot. She was hot in college. I mean, she's still hot, but she's older hot. So in her mind, older hot was better than younger hot. And I said, no, you're not. Because you were a smoke show in college. There's no way. And then we pulled up some old pictures. I said, see, look at yourself. You think you're hotter today than you were in college? And she agreed with me that I was right, and I am right. I mean, and she said, well, why do you think that? I said, you don't. I said, you think you're hotter today because you're older. You're still working out. You're in great shape. You're more worldly. You got more experience in life. I mean, the way you look, your physical attractiveness was better when you were in college, but you were dumber then. Now you're more worldly. You got more common sense. You've seen more things. So you feel like the education you have of, just worldly experience makes you hotter. And it doesn't. We were just talking about, being hot. So I just thought it was funny. There's a lot of you out there today. I think that, especially when these, now that these phones, when you have your phone, it'll tell you, to show memories, pictures of old, whatever. I don't even know how they pop up. I don't know if you said it or not, but every once in a while, some pictures will pop up from the past. And I have a friend who actually has photos in her phone for like maybe 20 years of photos, 15 years of photos, something wild. And so things will pop up from 10 years ago, and she'll be like, look how we looked, her and her husband, look how we looked back then versus today, and blah, blah. So when were you the hottest? Maybe you are hotter today than you were. There's a lot of people out there who grew up, where you were the chubby kid and you didn't like it. So you work your ass off now and you're hotter today than when you were younger. You should be the hottest in your 20s is when you should be the most attractive, the most fit, the most everything. For some people, it didn't work out that way. Do you remember when you were the hottest? Oh, are you talking about my friend? No. Bruh, you're cold-blooded. You straight up pimp slapped her self-esteem. No, I did not. We've been friends forever. We've been friends since college, man. I didn't pimp slap nobody. I didn't say she was ugly. She thinks she's hotter. If you think you're hotter in your 40s than you were in your 20s, that means you look terrible in your 20s, okay? And that's what she thinks. So, no, I didn't. I mean, your friends are your friends. You can talk to your friends, I've known her a long time. So her husband even agreed with me. So we're all good. She's not worried about her self-esteem. She's fine. But, yeah. RD4254 7-7 should be all right. Hey, Rome, that was kind of rude what you said to your friend. I'm with the last guy that texted you. That is kind of cold-blooded. She was probably proud of herself and what she's doing. Well, okay. So what?
She's still, I was just telling her she don't look as good today as she did back then. Okay? That didn't mean she was ugly. Didn't mean she still don't look good. It just, come on now. Don't your friends, let me finish this. Don't your friends get mad at you when you talk about them on the radio? No, my friends don't. My relationship with my close friends, anybody that's going to come visit me on their way home or pass through Bakersfield to visit me, is such a close relationship. We've probably been telling each other the truth forever. So no, I don't know what kind of fake ass you got, but me and my friends are just very honest and fun with each other. We don't, yeah. If I told you some of the things that we've said to each other, they'd fire me from the radio station. Or the FCC would be after me. All right, 842-547-7. We'd all be in therapy together.
Romeo in the Morning.
Every morning.
On Hot 94.1.